Hello there. Chuck here with Rugged Air Heating, and today I'm going to unbox the new Aprilaire 620A. A stands for automatic. Uh, it's a new model number to me, so I picked one up and I thought I'd unbox it and just kind of see what was new about it. The old standard other bypass humidifier that Aprilaire has had for years and years was the 600. They come in both A and a M, which is an automatic control or a manual control. This is the automatic control. So we'll get into it and see what the differences are, if this is an improvement. I'm not sure. So let's take a look. First, I think we'll got to get out your box cutter and cut away from yourself. This is easily my favorite box cutter. All right. Packaging looks similar. We got a template and the directions right on top, that's kind of nice. And we'll just do exactly what we should be doing with directions, and that is putting them over there. So it comes with a standard issue saddle valve for connecting to your hot water, just like the old version. Some people like to upgrade that to something else. Comes with a standard 24-volt transformer, just like the old version. And it has the humidifier control, the Model 60 automatic control, which you need an outdoor air sensor for as well. So far I'm seeing zero changes here. This is all part and parcel, all standard to what the old one would have had. The body does look different. That for sure, that's what kind of struck me right away, is that the body does look different. One of the things that, it lists right here, lists 18 gallons per day. The old one, the 600A, was rated for I think maybe 17 gallons per day. So to me, it's kind of sitting right in the same sits right in the same category as far as water usage. All right, so that does look a little different. So there's probably, yep, holding it upside down. So right out of the box, we got the water inlet. This can't be, I gotta be missing something here. So the solenoid's on the bottom. It looks like the drain is on the bottom. But then there must be a feeder tube that goes up to the top. We'll have to break this open and kind of see what it looks like. But, the housing is a little kind of different, I guess. I don't know, better is the right word or not. Looks like the emblem is taped on here, which would indicate to me that this is reversible, which so you can mount it on your ductwork like this or like that. But it does have to obviously mount like this for the body of it, because the drain is on the bottom, of course. So let's pop it open and see what we got. So far, there's not much different. It has I guess one thing I've already noticed is that instead of a standard summer and winter setting, so you have it open in the winter when you need it and you close it in the summer when you don't, this little damper here, they have two kind of intermediate dampening settings. So yeah, I don't know, interesting, I guess. Just pop it off. slides off. Easy enough. Now, inside it does look like, so you have the water feeder tube. Your copper line comes in from the bottom, or your feed line comes in from the bottom, and when the solenoid opens, it pumps the water up to the top, and then your distribution tray is still at the top here, just like the old one. And the tray just slides out like normal. Oh, very, very interesting. The distribution tray on the top is, quite a different redesign on that. That's interesting. I'm guessing it causes more even water to distribute along this whole panel, because that's ultimately what this water panel here is for. Let's see if we can get this top off, or the sides come off. It's almost like there's two. So there, it says right away, hydro core required for operation. So I think they might be referring to this panel type might be different in some way. So your standard 35 panel might not work anymore. So here's an old one. Here's the standard from the old days, 35. That's a number 35 water panel. You can already see that it's a little smaller than the other one. So the old number 35 water panels aren't going to work with this new humidifier, which that's fine, I guess. Now, to get into this without breaking it, all right, so we figured it out. This whole piece is the hydro core. You leave this completely intact, and this whole thing gets replaced when as needed. Typically, it's annually is when we change out water panels. The old style, when you're changing it, you would slide this into the tray and slide it out. And this is the replaceable piece. Quick clue, there was always usually an indicator that indicated the top, because it does matter which orientation these things go back in. But it looks like the new model, this whole thing gets changed out, which is interesting. So yeah, the distribution tray, the hydro core itself, this whole thing just gets replaced. So that's interesting. From my little quick little search online, it looks like they cost maybe $35 or so. So I don't know how easy it'll be to get this stuff, but hey, that is probably the biggest design difference that I can see. Looks like the water panel is a little bit longer. Pump and drain are on the bottom, or the solenoid, I mean, is on the bottom. It's not necessarily a pump, it's just letting water pressure through. So yeah, that's kind of it. I thought there'd be maybe a little bit more differences, but that is the difference. That's the big main difference right there. That this whole thing just gets changed out instead of a regular water panel. So I don't know if I really like it. I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I don't see an advantage really one way or the other. I guess the real advantage is that when you change these, when you're doing your annual maintenance, we change these water panels all the time, and these trays can get they get old, especially if you might have a UV bulb in your duct system. That can affect the plastic. This stuff just does corrode and wear down over time, and uh, things break and snap. I've had things just fall apart in my hands, and then now you got to run out and go get a whole different part. So there is uh, probably some advantages to that. I'm guessing they did the research and figured out that this is a superior design in some way. Uh, the price point is about the same as a 600 anyway. Everything else seems to be pretty much the same. So I don't see a ton of reason why to push somebody one way or another. Although maybe on maintenance, this will make it easier for kind of your newer technicians and your less delicate handed people, that they won't break something when they're changing the water panel, because these things tend to break over time. So, all right, that's about it. And so this has been, Chuck with Rugged Air Heating and Cooling, and a quick unboxing of the new Aprilaire 620A.